Right now I'm in my hometown, Cleveland, Ohio, at a beautiful Marriott. It's funny, there were days that I could never dream of doing a show or even staying in a hotel like this. One thing I wanted to speak to was, growing up in Cleveland, there was always this thing where people felt like you had to leave the city to be successful. Now, I'm not going to be the guy to tell you that that's not true or that it is. I think it's something that's personal to you, or whether or not you have to make a decision for yourself to succeed for you. I've had friends that were born and raised in the area and they've had success, and I've had friends that have moved away. I've had a little bit of both. You know, I had success while I lived in town, and to grow my business, I felt the need that I had to relocate to move to a certain area to grow it in the capacity that that area provided a little bit more opportunity. So it's hard to say that either way works, but you have to figure out what works for you the best. And that's really the thinking that has to go into it. It's been tough, you know, like I came up doing DJing and parties and things of that nature and working with local artists. And many of those artists used to say things like, "You'll never make it here, everybody's a hater, you gotta move to Atlanta." That was a big one. A lot of people did move. A lot of people moved out to Los Angeles and some of those people have success. Some of those people that even left still didn't have success. So that says something about, you know, their work ethic or their level of talent, that sometimes no matter where you're at, you're not gonna have success. But then at the same time, if you are talented and you are a hard worker and you do have an idea of what it takes, then my guess is you can succeed everywhere. So this notion that you have to move away, I think it's a personal thing. It's what works for you. But at the same time, if you do feel that that's the best option for you, then I think you should go and do it. You'll probably enjoy it. You'll probably have a great time. But then again, you can have the same success staying at home as well. You know, when you're at home, it's a little bit more comfortable. You got your family around in many cases, a lot of people that you know. So sometimes it's easier to start a business where you have more resources available to you just based on your history. But then sometimes you need to isolate yourself from those people so that you can stay focused on the task and build from there. So it's ultimately, it's a personal decision that you have to make for yourself. But either way, if you work hard and you stay focused and have that singular focus and your eyes on the prize, then I believe that you can succeed anywhere. So you don't necessarily have to move away, but maybe you do. And that's something that you want to keep in mind. It's very important for you to focus on what works for you, though. I think that's the number one thing that you really want to stay focused on. Is it's not necessarily the pathway to success. Your goal is you want to reach it. So sometimes you're going to have to make a left. Sometimes you're going to have to pivot and make a right. But ultimately, as long as you get to your happy place where you can succeed and you can feel good about yourself, then that's the route that you should take. All right. Like I said, I've done a little bit of both. And I can see how anybody could pick one of those routes to reach success. But ultimately, on the road to riches and diamond rings, real people going to do real things. And that's important. Jay-Z reference, shout out. All right, it's ASKFLOYD right here, IGTV, Facebook, YouTube. Follow me. If you got any questions, email or DM. I'd be more than happy to help. IGTV, let's get back to work.
Level up, level up, level up, level up, level up, level up.